I just made y'all the most amazing, humorous, entertaining video, and then realized that my camera was default set to photograph. So really what I have is a still. So really what I have is a still photograph that I took for you after like 10 minutes of sitting here talking and showing you crap out of this box that I brought from my mom's and opened. I will try to do it again, but it's going to be in reverse because this is the last thing I brought out. It's a box of stuff. I knew it had some Halloween in it. It also had some other stuff. I didn't know what, so I was all happy and excited. This is, whoa, hello. Not what I wanted. This is the tree, my Halloween tree. I'd forgotten I had it. I'm very excited to find it because they have all these little Nightmare Before Christmas figures that I would like to suspend from it. Hurrah! I also seem to have a plethora of little gargoyles that I bought from the Dollar Tree when they had them for $1 a couple years ago. I thought that I was going to sell them on someplace. People that don't shop at Dollar Tree don't realize they're only $1. But I didn't take into account that they are super, super heavy. They're made out of, concrete or something like it. I have several. I have one that lives in the house all the time. These are just the ones I packed away. These are slightly different. But they're very fragile. One that I took out of the box earlier, when I was making you the wonderful, fabulous video, his little foot had just crumbled all away. So they're not real sturdy, I guess. But they sure are cool. These little foot parts are all in this box. There's this! Ta-da-dum! I'm being really loud, and it's probably squelching, and I apologize for that. I became a fan of the No Evil Monkeys. When I was a child, my granny had little bitty ones she had up on a knick-knack shelf, and I thought it was the funniest thing ever. Look at how scary. What the heck are you doing? What are you knocking over? Cats are going nuts. Anyway, there's that. I have several of them. Like 3, I think. Which makes it an official collection, but whatever. Sea Battle by Radio Shack. I was stop it, Griffey. Get down. Get down. Don't play through the curtain, dum-dums. Here, if you want in there, get in there. Don't destroy. They have just like really ruined the lining of this. It's all snagged up. I was hoping to keep the light out of everyone's eyes and not have it so backlit. But yeah, I couldn't afford regular video game systems, so I bought a couple of these back when. This one and the driving one, which I really like. Beep boop boop. I know it's not focused real well. I had to take it off of autofocus because it was just being shitty and shabby and blurry, and I couldn't take it anymore. My dad, I may have talked about this in the past, but my dad, God bless him, he, I don't know what he was doing, just driving home, I guess, and he saw someone had put out a Pong machine. That was like the first home video game, Pong. It was just ping pong, and it was a huge console for just like this little simple game. And he brought it home, and it was not working properly, and he fixed it, and we had Pong for a while, but man, I grew tired of that pretty quickly. But I wish I still had it. There's this. I think my sister sent it to me. I used to have it up on a little pin board. No big whoop. Not Halloween-y. There's this. And I was telling y'all that, let's see if I can create an infinite loop and we can get some like faces from the paranormal on there. Anyway, briefly I had a thing as a teenager where I really liked the celestial stuff. You remember it was real popular there for a while. And some people in my family still buy me this stuff. So if you get into something once in this family and you know, somebody remembers that you like pink, you liked pink when you were 12, you will forever get pink things. Oddly enough, some of my tastes are still the same as they were years ago, so There's this. A spooky. It's a little skeleton. And his jaw does that. And you pull the cord. His little eyes flash red and his jaw flaps. He's fun. These two. Peekaboo, Griffey. It's very hard to talk and stay on topic when this nonsense is going on. Get him, Callie. Get him. Callie, get him. Get that boy. Does not look terribly comfortable. Griffey, do something. They'll be cutting up. And as soon as I turn the camera on them, they just freeze. Callie's like, you are a fool. Do you know what you're trying to do, Griffey? Ooh. I think he's grown quite a bit since he played in there last. Hello! You got to see my chair covered in stuff. I have this whole place uprooted. A lot of that is some Halloween stuff. Oh, look, there's a poo on my couch. It's Mr. Hanky. He was used for a little project the other day. Anyway, this, which we called Irritable Bowel Skeleton, because he just looks like he is having the worst cramps of his life. His pelvic bone is all swollen. And he's, oh my God, stomach. And he had a thing in him that was like a, what do you call them? It glowed, a glow stick, whatever. Kind of cool, mostly weird and interesting for that fact. Now this, I had been looking for and wondered where it was at. Now I know. This is a sign somebody got me because they know I'm into, retro stuff and Americana and whatever. Route 66 sign. It is covered with magnets. I made a whole set of these Universal Monster magnets. See, it's like glass thing. That's the Phantom of the Opera. He gets forgotten a lot. There's just a woman screaming. She's from a movie poster. Not sure if you can make that out. Wolfman and the Mummy, and I have a lot of the other ones up on my fridge already. I went through this kick of collecting the little tiny, I guess like trick-or-treat size boxes, and I just put magnets on them, and there you go. Got a whole set of these. I forget where I got them from. I think a craft fair or something. This woman took old buttons and just kind of stacked them, made these cool little magnets. I particularly like this one because this button, my mom had a robe when I was a child, had a bathrobe that had these buttons on it. So I know where those came from. That's some Sears and Roebuck robe buttons. Anyway, that's kind of neat. Some magnets with women's faces on them that my Aunt Anne gave me. And these are my favorite because they say things are really almost sacrilegious. I got them from a Catholic bookstore, and they cracked my butt up. They look like name brand things. Okay, I know it's not focusing. I know. Looks like Mountain Dew, right? But it says, Jesus meant to die for you. It's just bizarre. Here's... looks like Reese's, right? But it's not. It says Jesus, Sweet Savior, King of Kings, with a peanut buttery center. No, it doesn't say that last part. That's just me being irreverent. There's one that looks like Pepsi. It says Refreshing, Jesus Christ, John 4:14. And I should go back there someday and see if they have more, because those have cracked me up many, many a time. I've got some other little box candies or candy boxes, whatever I'm trying to say, that I just put a magnet on the back. You could also put it inside. That would probably be tidier and look better. Just put it in the cardboard. And, if they're good, strong magnets, that'll be fine. Nerds, dots, whatever. I have all of those. Have some little erasers. There's a spider and a black cat. I don't know what I think I'm going to do with those. I guess they would make good fridge magnets. And this was a little box that had temporary tattoos in it. black cat. I put the magnet right on the spider. See, if I'd been thinking, I put it on the inside. I don't know what I was thinking. And I have here, these are the little Universal Movie Monsters.